Okay, hello everyone. And in the previous video, I already demonstrated the setup of a simple SDN environment using a few tools like Mininet, POS controller, and Wireshark. And we also observed like how hosts like communicate through the OpenFlow switch and how flow rules control packet like forwarding. And in this video, I will further briefly analyze the OpenFlow packets captured in the Wireshark to let us know better understand how the switch and controller communicate with the SDN architecture. And here first in the Wireshark, we will apply a filter which is TCP port 6633 because OpenFlow communication in this setup uses the TCP port 663, which is a default commonly used by the POS controller for controller and switch communication. And here in this packet, in this packet 67, right here, is a OFPT packet in message. This message is sent from the switch to the controller when the switch needs forwarding instructions for incoming traffic. And this showing how the switch communicates with the controller instead of independently making forwarding decision like traditional networking device. And for the next packet next to it, 68, which is a packet out, this message is sent from the controller back to the switch and contains forwarding instructions that tell the switch how packets should be handled. Together, this packet in and packet out messages demonstrate a centralized control behavior using the SDN architecture. Yeah, and next for the we also between all of this we have the echo request and echo reply right here. Echo request and echo reply. Yeah, they act as a keep alive messages to ensure the communication between the controller and switch remains active and stable. And then let's see further inside how a packet, what do we have? For example, for this one, we can see that in the packet details section, Wireshark displays the layer structure of the packet based on the TCP and IP model, like the Ethernet operate the network access layer, IPv4 operates the internet layer, TCP operates the transport layer, and the OpenFlow operates the application layers. Yeah, and this shows that the OpenFlow runs on top of the normal TCP and IP communication and show that the controller and switch exchange SDN control messages. Yeah, if we want to know more about this, we can you guys can do a little bit more exploration on the Wireshark each packet like this and understand how it's really work in real in practical context. And overall the Wireshark captures successfully the demonstrate real SDN controller switch communication using OpenFlow. Yeah, thank you for listening.